wants to hear your struggle. Everybody wants to see results. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Sylvia. Thank you for joining in on another video. So today I'm going to be discussing with you the power of silence. Yes, so we're going to be talking about how to live a private life. So if you're that person that everybody has a say in your business, everybody's talking about what you've been doing, what you're up to, how you're doing it, how you're failing, how you're making it. If you're that person, you need to go back to the drawing board and sit down and re-strategize, because these tips I'm going to be sharing with you is how you're going to use the power of silence and make something out of your life, because nobody wants to hear your struggle. Everybody wants to see results, so keep it to yourself. Let's get right into this video. So first off, let's clear the misconception about privacy and staying alone and all that stuff. So just because you stay alone or you're in the presence of your solitude, just you, yourself and you, does not mean that you are lonely, and it also doesn't mean that you don't have a social life. It doesn't mean that you can't air your opinion or you can't speak. The point of private life is to keep what is meant for you and your close circle to yourself, not to share with everybody. You don't want everybody having a say. Oh, Sylvia, I saw her doing this the other day. She posted it on WhatsApp status. Oh, I saw her doing this on Instagram. She was doing that. You want to give them that misery vibe. Now, why should you keep your private life private? One, you don't want the wrong person getting your gist, because imagine if, let's say for example, something is going on in your life and some people use their energy, their vibes to kind of destroy or spoil what is going on in your own life. And just imagine now, maybe you have this opportunity and you have this opportunity with so let's say X, and somebody else hears it and knows this Mr. or Mrs. X person, let's just put it that way, and before you know it, they are going there to say things, and because you don't know the intentions of people, that's why you have to keep your private life private. Okay, you don't want everybody hearing your gist. Because people always say what they feel. So for example, now maybe you had a baby or you're pregnant, and then they don't know the story of how you got pregnant. The next thing they are saying is, oh, is it sugar daddy, or is it this one, or is it that one? So you don't want people to be patching nonsense into your story. Okay, you are the one who should tell your story, not outsiders who don't know anything about you. People are interested in results. They are not interested in how you walked the walk of struggle to get to where you went to or to where you are right now. They want to see results. So I think it's meaningless for you to be sharing your problems and your struggles with people who can help you, and at the end of the day you have no results to show for it. So you want to ensure that you keep your struggles. You're only talking to the right people. Don't be sharing your story with people who just, hey, yeah, sorry, oh, God will do it, oh, yes, God will do it. That's why you should tell it to God. Don't tell it to a third party. How to utilize the power of silence. The first thing you need to do is to create your own circle. Okay, now when I talk about circle, I don't mean just anybody there are some people who are significant in your life, some people who have information on the kind of person that you are, and they are there for your well-being, not people who you just see, maybe you see on the street and they are your gist partner. No, I'm talking about maybe your friend, your childhood friend, the family member of yours that you guys have been, like, you've gone way back when, you trust. Those people are the people that you can go to and talk to and say, oh, this is what's happening in my life and I need your advice. Don't go and be telling people. There are some of your friends that cannot help you. Yes, you go and meet them and say, this was going on, and be like, yeah, sorry. That's why you have to be strategic when you have problems. Don't just run and go and be meeting your friends to tell them, oh, this is what's happening, and they'll be like, hey, yeah. You want to share your problems with people who can solve it, not people who cannot help you do anything. Okay, so for example, I have these two particular persons in my life. One is an older male and the other one is a married lady. She's older than me, way older than me. Those are the people I go to when I want to talk about things that I don't want to share with my age mates, people that I know that they might not get what I'm going through, and when I need wisdom, like people who are wise to share okay, this is how you should go about it, or this is what you should do. These are the people that I go to meet, and I'm sure that when I go there and talk to them about these things, they will give me advice, and they don't lie to me. People that will tell you, oh, hey, yeah, don't mind that person is bad. Meanwhile, I'm the one who, you know, did something wrong. So always talk to people who will give you clear-cut advice and not mind whether you are their friend or stuff like that. They'll tell you how it is. It's A, it's A, it's B, it's B. Okay, so choose your circle wisely. A circle that can help you when you need. Want to utilize the power of silence. You have to understand that social media is a front for people's life. This is not actually how people live their life behind the scenes. So you can't just go there and, you know, you'll be sharing your all and all on social media. That's why you shouldn't, when you go on social media, don't take social media so seriously, because people only show you what they want you to see. For example, I can show you that I'm living, look at me now. Do I look like I have problems? This is the part of me that I want you to see. Doesn't mean that I'm not going through stuff in my life behind the scene. So when you go on social media, you have to be careful what you put online. Don't go and be sharing your relationship gist there. Don't go and be posting how much money you've made. Don't go and be talking about, oh, this girl did this, this guy did this, all the fights and all that stuff. Don't be messy on social media. If you're going to be posting comic videos for all your viewers to laugh, let them know you that, if I want to laugh, this is the place I can go to. Not, if I check her post now, it's going to be one toxic thing that she wants to see, make money. Use social media to, you know, be a place where you can air your positive opinion. Next one is to keep outsiders guessing your moves. Okay, so you don't want everything you do, every step that you take, people can say, or people say this is what she's about to do next. Or even when you take a move, people are like, she's not going to do it, she's all talk and no do. I mean, that's a punch in the face. Okay, so you want to keep your moves to yourself. Let people be like, when did she do this one? When did she make that decision? When did she, you know, do this? When did she do that? That's the point of the whole power of silence thing. You want to keep it to yourself. There's a reason why people keep trade secrets, because they can't be telling everybody what they know. If everybody knows what you know, then it's no more a secret anymore. Everybody's going to be using your cards. Outsiders guessing your moves. It's about you doing the hard work in silence. People are not interested in how you went through this whole phase of getting it. They just want to see that you have it. Okay, people don't care how you saved money to buy a car. They just, when they see you, they see the car, they be like, I don't buy a car. How many people talk about the process of them getting a car? They just get one and everybody's like, she has a car now. That's all they talk about, the car. Nobody cares about how maybe you took a loan or so keep the moves to yourself. Whatever decisions that you're taking, whatever decisions that you're making, that you know that is strategic for your growth, is strategic for, you know, what it is that you're doing, keep it to yourself. Okay, and if you're going to share with people who can, you know, add a little or remove something that you don't, or strategies or moves that you don't need, and so that you can move forward. The power of silence is not something that you do to spite people. It's not about outsiders, it's about yourself. It's about protecting your private life and keeping it personal. When people ask you questions about what's going on in your life, what is happening, learn self-control and just say, everything is fine, everything is going well, we thank God, though, the ministry is moving. You know those terminologies that we say just to keep people away from asking you intimate or private questions. Just tell them, I'm fine, it was splendid, everything is going great. Okay, so if they ask you, what's happening now, don't be forced to want to go and say, more things are hard. This person that you're telling that things are hard, does the person have the intentions or the capacity to actually help you? You don't want people to be feeling sorry for you all the time. You don't want to be looking pitiful to everybody. So please don't go and be sharing those your problems. If you drink garri, keep it to yourself. You want to tell somebody that has money, that you know has your best interest, that my friend, in a garri I drink, you say, okay, no problem, come and carry yam from my house. Those are the kind of people you want to ask for. You want to share your private life with. Okay, so when people ask you questions, how are you doing, learn to say I'm fine. I'm not saying you should always be strong all the time. You need to share these things sometimes with people. Just be sure that the people you're sharing it with are your close circle. So the next thing is enjoying your own company. If you're somebody who always likes to go out and enjoy yourself, once in a while just take the time to enjoy your solitude. Be alone, have one-on-one thought sessions with yourself. Talk about your goals, talk about the things that you want to achieve, your plans, how you want to go about it. Okay, enjoy your company. Learn to have a good time with yourself. Some people will go crazy if they stay alone for a full day. Okay, and sometimes you need it. You've gone to work, you've gone out, you're socializing. Sometimes you need that privacy. That's why sleep is there. But sleep, you don't get to interact with yourself, and you want to interact with yourself. You want to know yourself. You want to know the kind of emotions that you have towards some certain activities that has happened in your life. Sometimes you fight with people. You want to go back, sit down, and see how you reacted and call yourself to order. Okay, so that's the reason why, if you want to utilize the power of silence, you have to learn to enjoy your own company. It's not every time you are always, I'm going out, I'm doing this one. I'm not saying don't socialize. Socializing is very important, even as an introvert or somebody who doesn't like, you have to socialize because you can't be by yourself all the time. But when you are on your own, just make sure that you are thinking, you're talking about how you can better yourself, and you're analyzing your emotions, you're studying yourself to understand, okay, this is what I can do, this is what, this is how I'm feeling, okay, and how you can address some certain situations in your life. Sit down, sometimes take the time to, take a notepad and write about what you're feeling, write about how your growth, your failures, and all of that stuff. Okay, that's the reason why you should keep to yourself. It's very important for you to do some self-assessing. Comes to the last is spiritual intimacy. The reason why I added this to the power of silence, this video, is because you can't be in silence all the time and not have something extra that you're connecting to, if that makes sense. Spirituality is something that, if you check people who are successful, there's nobody that does not have one thing that they are connecting with. Even if it's Buddha, even if it's Christianity, even if you're a Muslim, whatever religion or whatever thing that you believe in, even if it's the universe that you believe in, there has to be something that you connect with. Okay, because you need spiritual intimacy. There are some times whereby nobody can help you. There are some things you're going through that even you cannot help yourself, and you need somebody to channel that pain, that feeling that you're having too. So whatever it is that you believe in, you need to connect to those things. And people cannot always help you. God uses people to help you. So you need your private time to connect to God. So like I was saying before, people love to see the result of an outcome. They don't really care about the processes that you took to get that result. Okay, that is why when you move in silence, you tend to use those time that you're moving in silence to work extremely hard. Okay, to work silently. For example, if probably you have this project that you're working on, maybe nobody knows about this project that you're doing. Let's just say you're building a house, and during the process of working, you got a house, like you got a land, and then when you bought that land, maybe nobody knows about it, and you were slowly, gradually, building that house using a contractor that maybe your family don't know about, your friends don't know about, and you're just building, and let's say in 2 years time, or depends on how long you were able to do it, you finish building that house, and one day you tell your friends that I'm throwing a housewarming party, and they're like, how? That's the point of moving in silence. It's not about you always giving people the in-depth knowledge of what is happening in your life. It's about results. So when you move in silence, you are result oriented. You can share your success story with people. I've told you this before, like, people don't really care about the process. It's only people that really love you and you know, are interested in the person that you are, that cares about your ups and downs. Okay, so that is an example of working silently, working hard. Okay, there are so many examples I can give you. Okay, but the point of moving in silence is about results, and this is a good strategy for you because people think you're not doing anything, but you're actually doing something. And because they don't know that you're doing something, when they see the results, they are always marveled at what you've achieved and what you've done. And maybe one of these days something will come up, and then you have to you can actually share the processes that you went through, and they'll be like, wow, you went through all of this. We didn't know. I didn't know that you're a hardworking person, or you're a very strong person. Okay, so that's the point of moving in silence. Results. You get results at the end of the day. Don't just move in silence to be idle. Don't move in silence to go and keep your private life and be dying in solitude. The point of moving in silence is a strategy to get results. Okay, so make sure you know this. If you don't take anything from everything I've said here, take this one thing: result oriented. Be result oriented. Okay, let people see the results that you're getting. Leave the struggling to you yourself and your circle. All right, so that is it for this video. Okay, we did a lot of talking in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any extra pointers that I didn't mention, leave it in the comment section so that we can chat about it. Thank you so much for watching. Before you leave, make sure you subscribe to the channel. See you in my next video.